the hardworking, we are the bill-paying, we are the tax-paying, and yes, we are the law-abiding backbone of American society.
In 1985, a federal court found that the city of Yonkers, a suburb just north of New York City, had intentionally discriminated against blacks and Hispanics for 40 years in schools and housing. The result, a mostly minority, mostly poor West Side, a mostly white, mostly wealthier East Side. Federal Judge Leonard Sand ordered the schools desegregated. The city obeyed.
Yeah, they're the ones.
But encouraged by enraged homeowners, the council majority defied the court order to build low and middle income housing in predominantly white neighborhoods. On the Friday night before our 48 hours began, the Yonkers City Council faced a life or death vote for the city, whether or not to finally obey the judge. 2 months earlier, he had ordered the city to pay increasing fines for each day of defiance. Today, Yonkers had incurred its first $1 million fine, with $1 million a day to follow, forcing the layoffs of 447 city workers, 1/4 of the workforce. The city would be bankrupt in a matter of weeks if the defiance continued.
It almost seems to me that there are no words even for this. I mean, it's just that bad.
29-year-old Mayor Nicholas Wasisco.
The only thing... 12 minutes, yeah.
All day, he's dreaded the midnight deadline. Either change the vote of the city council or send the city toward bankruptcy.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to spend $2 million tonight.
Maybe they're going to serve breakfast here.
All day long, homeowners who do not want public housing have been encouraging their councilmen not to cave in. The mayor needs to change just one vote. Councilman Nicholas Longo had voted no. Tonight, the mayor hopes he will vote yes.
So you think Nick is going to feel that?
Sure he is. I mean, they're yelling outside already. Oh yeah, it's going to blow them right apart. I can tell you that right now.
Give me the police commissioner.
Yeah.
Joe, is there any way you think we can get that volume turned down so that Nikki doesn't get cold feet? I mean, it's important that we don't let it sound riotous to them, or he may.
That's the big thing.
There's actually no meeting going on.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Disturbing the peace. No, I'm telling them to quiet down and see what they do.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, you want me to convene the meeting? That'll quiet them down, then you try to keep quiet?
What time is it?
Okay, let's do that. Let me convene.
I'm going out.
Other guys around? I call to order the recessed meeting of Friday, September 9th, 1988. Let the record reflect that this meeting is being called back to order at 11:57. I'm going to ask for a 15-minute recess so that we can accomplish that, and I thank you for your patience.
It could still go the other way. Longo's been the one guy that's been on all sides of the issue. They're afraid of the crowd screaming and all of that. That's what they're afraid of. That the crowd will intimidate him, and that he'll get cold feet and he won't vote to comply.
See the crowd out there?
I don't believe that this is happening in Yonkers after all we've gone through. To go through a day like this and a night like this.
I called the meeting back to order because I got assurances from them that they're ready to comply. I hope that's the way it comes out.
What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? People who support complying with the law do not necessarily have to be black people. There are many people sitting in this area behind me here who support complying with the law.
Shortly before 1 o'clock in the morning, a still uncertain mayor calls the council together for the final vote.
I'll call this recess meeting back to order. Thank everybody for their patience, but I want to remind everybody, this is the most important council meeting I think the city of Yonkers has ever had, and I'm going to demand that everyone in the audience be respectful and allow the councilman to conduct business, and I'm going to direct the police commissioner to ensure that.
You're always threatening me.
Mr. Longo, would you like to talk on the item?
Before the vote, Nick Longo makes a speech.
This is not a very pleasant time for anyone who serves in government.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
For anyone who serves in government in the city of Yonkers.
For anybody who lives in the city.
The crowd fears immediately that he is switching sides and will vote aye.
It would seem that we have no alternative at this point but to adopt the ordinance as is and to continue. It is not adopted.
It was a better place before you escaping, bastard!
A hard decision for me to make, especially since I didn't vote on consent.
No way! We fight all the way! Nikki, you no good!
Roll call, Mr. Clerk.
You're not even a big one. They don't have to throw us out, believe it.
Aye. Now we need Alongo. Aye. Councilman Fraser. No. Councilman Shima. Aye. Councilman Masterman. Aye.
You piece of garbage! It ain't over, Mickey! That's twice, you piece of garbage, Longo!
Did it again, Nicky!
You're gonna have to face us tomorrow, Longo! It ain't over, Longo! It ain't over!
Nick, you are done, okay? It's a sellout. We've been raped, and we're going to be forced to pay for it. You don't even have a lunch. They won, and they're still fighting. They won, and they don't even know how to appreciate it.
I am not intimidated by a situation like this. I'm aware of the Constitution of the United States of America, and the Constitution will prevail.
I never thought it would get this bad, to tell you the truth. Certainly, there is a component of racism to this on the part of some people. But I think if we looked within ourselves, we all have our own prejudices and our own imperfections. And the people of Yonkers are no different.
Hey, here comes that dirty mayor! Say it to the people!
Tonight's battle is over. Tomorrow, the war continues.
Steve! Straight up!